All these corals that you see here today, 99% will be dead within 10 years. That's the reality we face, okay? That is a horrible reality.
Welcome everybody to the SOS, Surf for Ocean Sustainability. Good to see everybody wanting to put their passion in action and come out here today and actually do something for the greater good of mankind and this beautiful planet that we have.
Today we are doing some work to stop plastic from getting into the ocean and to clean up water quality. So we're picking up rubbish off the beach and we're planting trees over here. So today it's a collaboration with a whole bunch of the local community here in Nandi, Fiji. Ian from Fiji Surf is putting on a special day for a whole bunch of the local kids to come out and see the beautiful reef outside of here. And I'm here working with Ian to look at how we can create guardianship locally of this beautiful reef system that's sitting outside of the village.
So we're here to pick up plastic and clean this beach up, and all the plastic that humans make doesn't biodegrade, and somehow a lot of it ends up in the ocean, and that kills a lot of fish and poisons a lot of the parts in the ocean. First of all, stop using plastic that you'll only use once and then dispose, and also pick up some plastic.
This is a piece of clothing, real old piece of clothing, but it's made of plastic. So it's real bad if that gets into the environment. We're going to put that in the sack. What you'll see today is a lot of full bags of rubbish. We're picking up loads and loads of single-use plastic. What we know is over 75% of the rubbish that we pick up off coastlines is single-use plastic. So it's actually material that we don't really need. Now this is being consumed en masse, not just in Fiji but all around the world. And when people let it escape into the environment, it inevitably washes up into the ocean and gets eaten by animals that live in the ocean. That includes fish that we want to put on our dinner tables. So dropping litter is poisoning ourselves.
All right, so we're almost ready. Let's just put this like this. All right, lift it up, Nico. Levi, lift this up. Come on, put it inside. Okay, put it inside now. Good job. All right, now let's get some mud here. Get some mud here, put it all inside. That's it. See, now we have to set its foundation to make sure it's nice and strong so it can grow up to be a big tree. So later on in life, you're gonna look at this tree and you're gonna say, I planted that when I was 7 and 8 years old with Daddy. We've got a very interesting expert that's gonna be with us today. His name is Dr. Austin. All right, he's been living here for a long time, and he loves Fiji, and I love his mindset, and he wants to try and create more coral farms around the whole Fiji group, and we want to help him achieve that. All right, so he's going to show us a new technique of planting coral today, and hopefully down the track we want to find a better strain that can be more resistant to the climate change.
There's an emergency in this world. You heard about coral bleaching, right? Have you seen any bleached corals today? Okay, they're recovering now. There's some white corals that are bleached. The ocean is getting hot because Mother Earth has a fever, and it's called climate change, it's called global warming. Seriously, Fiji is one of the last places in the world where you can see incredible reefs. These reefs are incredible. All these corals that you see here today, 99% will be dead within 10 years. That's the reality we face, okay? That is a horrible reality. And people have been in Australia say, oh, it won't, we got it all managed, and then boom, it hit. And then boom, it hit again. The ocean is getting hotter. The earth is getting hotter. So the carbon dioxide is over 400 parts per million. The last time there was this much carbon in the air, the earth was about 12 degrees centigrade hotter. And the ocean was 100 meters higher. What we're doing is, we're trying to grow supercorals. Supercorals are corals that can survive over 30, okay, super, but if it's over 35, it's super duper, and there are corals that are over 35. There's some corals on the coral coast here that we know that can survive over 37 without bleaching. We take bits of coral, that one's good, and we put it in the rope. And this is going to be a rope nursery. It's going to hang like clothes on a line. Okay, how big do you think this will be in 1 year?
3 times the size.
3 times the size? Any other guess? Double? 3 times? Okay, this is staghorn coral, and typically it'll be 20 times bigger.
Wow.
20
1
times
year?
bigger in 1 year.
So what happens is once the fragment is on the rope, the coral grows around the rope. So it's going to scar, see these wounds? The polyps will grow over the wound and it will scar, and then it will start sheeting over the rope, so you won't even see the rope. And the coral will bush around because the sand below reflects the light from the sky, and then the sunlight also comes from the top. So the coral's going to grow in a bowl shape.
big
Not
ball,
really
yeah.
natural, it's not very natural shape, but the process is we trim them every year, grab pieces and outplant those strong pieces. So these are the mother colonies that we're gonna keep. If they survive the bleaching event that we're suspecting next year, they're super corals. If they don't, we're gonna have to retire them and find some actual other corals on the reef that have survived the bleaching that we're.
Stop buying single-use plastic. Take your own containers with you to the shop. Use reusable items, drink bottles, lunch boxes, bags. When we have to use plastic, when we decide we have to use it, put it in the bin. Don't just litter, because if you're littering, you're literally poisoning your own children. Get behind some of the organisations that are out there doing something about this, and look at how you can work through social enterprise to tackle this challenge. We're doing that at Sustainable Coastlines through the charitable sector.